What is up, chefs, foodies, and students? Welcome to Everybody Knows. I'm Anders. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. Today we are talking about the ingredient of grape leaves. This ingredient comes originally from several parts of the world. For our purposes, what we're talking about is the grape varieties within the Labrusca, which is sort of North American, and vinifera, or the Eurasian species. It is currently well known in cuisines in the Mediterranean and the Middle East, but if you're investigating origins and cultures, be sure to research the time period as well, since many foods are brought to cultures from elsewhere or developed over time. So we actually have some fresh grape leaves here from a variety called Valiant, and what we are looking at is just a beautiful fresh grape leaf. Now, you can buy these, I believe, either frozen or blanched and frozen or pickled or some kind of preservation method that you can then use them from there. However, you can also just use fresh grape leaves. And so what we're looking for is just a whole leaf that has this type of shape and variation and leaf structure. If you're questioning whether what you're picking outdoors is a grape or not, maybe just double check. I don't want you picking something that's not edible and or maybe toxic. So be careful. If you planted the grapevine and you know it's a grapevine, you're good. If not, just double check. Feeling these, they have a pretty leathery texture. I'm going to give them a little bit of a crumple and then a smell. There's sort of a fruitiness, sort of like a green grapey kind of smell because it's a leaf, so we're gonna get the greenness. It kind of smells like unripe grapes, sort of, like when you get one of the sour grapes in a batch of grapes, but it's pleasant enough. It smells like somewhere between like an average leaf or green kind of smell, and then maybe like a little bit of green apple in there too, actually, now that I'm smelling it. A little bit of green apple, a little bit of green grape, a little bit of green. How original. Wow, this is what a grape leaf should not look like when you're about to use it. Let's have a quick look at our universal aroma wheel and see where grape leaves are. So within vegetative, we're actually going to be coming down through herbaceous and into pungent. And so as it stands right now, we are within herbaceous, pungent, and then there is a green area here, and it has some ingredients that are either used for flavoring or that are more like leafy ingredients rather than sort of the more robust forms of vegetables, such as root vegetables or fennel bulbs or something that has a bit more body to it. And so we sort of have this green pungent subcategory. I think that kind of fits. I could see grape leaves also fitting in just fine, maybe up here with fresh and leafy greens. They could probably be near sorrel. They could probably, I would not necessarily put them in aromatic herbal because it's not that strong of an aroma, but I could see it floating around to other sections depending. I don't think I would put it in any of the legume or sulfurous. I think this might be all right. Pungent might need changing. I don't know. Or we could divide. I don't know. It's tough because pungent sort of is getting at the start of like umami, but within vegetables, that everything in this whole area just has sort of an extra level of richness. So maybe this little subsection of green might not belong there. I'm not sure. I would love your opinion on this, actually. If you have any ideas around how this organization might reroute, let me know. Okay, so the strength of this is not terribly strong. In terms of like associations and or where you might see these, they commonly get used as either pickling additives, I believe to add tannins and or a little bit of flavor. But they are also used around the world, definitely near the Mediterranean and Middle East, to wrap stuffing into sort of like a little package, and so you've probably seen something like dolmas that look kind of like this, and they have like a grain or some kind of stuffing mixture on the inside, and so that's one of the most common ways I can think of to use a grape leaf, and it's delicious. I mean, like, do it. But yeah, seems like they have a bit of a niche in that way. Niche? Let's take a quick look at the flavor Bible. And they do have a section for grape leaves, allspice, beans, cheeses, cinnamon, dill, garlic, grains, especially rice, Iraqi cuisine, Lebanese cuisine, lemon, mint, olive oil, onions, parsley, pine nuts, raisins, rice, stuffed grape leaves in all capitals, thyme, tomatoes, Turkish cuisine, and yogurt. So definitely painting a picture of Mediterranean/Middle Eastern cuisine. And that about wraps it up. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about grape leaves as you're cooking or as you're eating, as well as the words and ideas that we use to describe them. Have you used this ingredient successfully, or in a way that you think like, yeah, that was so good, or my family uses them in this way? I would love to hear about it. Do you like this aroma? Why or why not? And do you agree or disagree with what I've shared with you today? Any of the answers to those questions, please leave them in the comments. I would love to read them. I hope this video made sense and got you thinking about the aroma of grape leaves. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to help me get an ingredient to feature in a video, please send me an email or private message. If you would like to join the Food Aroma Nerdery, go ahead and subscribe and you'll see all my latest vids. And if you would like a paper poster copy or a digital copy of the Aroma Wheel that I've built, go ahead and check the description for links. Thanks so much. Bye.